Welcome in to Varsity Vibe. I'm Alyssa Orange. Thank you so much for joining us. And as we do on Fridays, excited to bring you another Courtside Chats. Whitley Rogers of Little Rock Christian, the #1 ranked player in Arkansas in the 2026 class. She's a signee for Razorback head coach Kelsey Music, and she was the 2025 Arkansas Gatorade Player of the Year. She comes from a basketball family with her dad as a coach, her older sister Winter, a player at Arkansas State, and her other older sister Destiny, the head coach of the Red Wolves women's basketball team. And that family affair all surrounding the love of the game. And as she makes that transition from the end of her high school career to her next chapter on the hill, she's making sure to cherish it all. I hope you enjoy my Courtside Chats with Whitley Rogers.
You've got a lot of basketball ahead of you, but looking back over your high school years, is it hard to kind of summarize or think about quite yet, since it's not over your senior year, just what playing and representing Little Rock Christian has meant to you?
It's meant everything to me. I've been playing varsity since, freshman year. And just being able to play for my dad and being able to, play for, all my friends at the school and everything and just represent Little Rock Christian well and play for God. It means the world to me. And yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about your dad here in just a bit, but first, as you guys look ahead, how excited are you for the postseason, this last run for you?
I'm really excited. It's win or go home now. Tonight's the last, regular season game, and starting next week, if you lose, you're done. Especially, I'm a senior, so last high school game. So I'm coming in ready. I'm trying to win the state championship. I'm gonna do everything that I can to do that. So, it's whether it's in God's plan or not. So I'm just gonna, give my all and play as hard as I can and see what happens from there.
What do you think it's going to take for this team to make a championship run and get to Hot Springs?
Definitely defense. We're gonna have to lock in on defense because, defense wins championships, and my dad likes to press and things like that, and we think our press can get to a couple of these teams. If we really lock in and rotate. So I would say defense, and you know, being able for everybody to be able to hit shots. I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being able, because whenever I have the ball, the other team collapses like everybody. So being able to kick it out, and my teammates, trusting my teammates and them hitting shots, which I know they will, then that should win us a couple of games, I would say.
Let's go back to talking about your dad. What's it been like to have your dad as the head coach and play for him?
It's been everything. He has been there for me. Always. He's my dad. So we're best friends. We go to the gym together all the time. And it just means everything to play for him and give my all because, he gives his all. He stays up till, 3 in the morning watching film and things like that. So just to be able to go out there and play for him and, just win games for him, it just means everything.
What have you learned? What do you think is the biggest thing you've learned from playing with your dad?
Um, Probably just trust the process and keep going whenever things get hard because, my ninth and 10th grade year, I, was putting in all types of work and wasn't getting very many offers or anything like that. And 11th grade until the summertime, but I wasn't getting very many offers. I think I had like 3 offers, and I was very like disappointed in myself, and I just felt like the work that I was putting in wasn't, showing on the court. And, my dad told me, he was like, just keep working, control what you can control. And so I came in every day, put the extra work in, and then boom, my this past summer, I had 20 offers. So, just keep going whenever things get hard and trust the process and trust that God has, a plan for you. It's probably what
Yeah.
I learned.
What was that like mentally, kind of having to have that toughness to, again, trust the process and keep going when you kind of feel down on yourself, like you said?
Yeah, it was definitely, hard at first. Like, there was a couple of times where, I would break down or something like that, but it's how I got back up and just kept working and didn't let it discourage me. And it was hard, but I mean, it was all worth it in the end. So I'm just proud of myself for the way I just kept pushing and staying strong mentally, and yeah, everything worked out.
You talk about those offers, and you officially committed to Arkansas back in December. To make that decision, what went into making that choice to stay home and play for the Razorbacks? And then also, just how freeing was it to have that weight off your shoulder and then get to play the second half of your senior season?
Yeah, so I went on a couple visits, and there was a lot of great schools that showed a lot of interest and things like that. But I mean, there's nothing like staying at home, and my family being able to come and support me. I mean, all the time, being able to go home, on the weekends sometimes if I have, don't have practice or things like that. It means the world to me, and I put a lot of thought and prayer into my decision, and I just felt like that's where God wanted me to go and just stay home and play for my home state. And what was the second question?
Well, I was just gonna say, how nice was it to kind of maybe get that weight off your shoulders? Because now you can just go and enjoy the rest of your senior season.
Yes. Oh, it was like a breath of fresh air
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm very thankful for the whole recruiting process, all the phone calls and texts. But sometimes it can be a lot if whenever you're having to take, like there was one time, I had all types of phone calls throughout the day, like at all these different times, and it takes a lot of time out of the day sometimes, being on the phone with all these different coaches and things like that. So I was very thankful for it, but being able to, um, make my decision and know where I'm going to go and just have to talk to these coaches, it's a lot of weight off my shoulders for sure.
Sure. Well, basketball is such a family affair for you with your sisters at Arkansas State, and how much have you relied on them as well, and your dad and your mom throughout this entire process and your basketball journey?
Yeah, so yeah, my three older sisters, they all played college basketball.
Yeah.
So, being able to go to them for advice because they've been through it, especially winter. She was first at West Virginia. She had a lot of offers, and now she's at Arkansas State. But she's been through it all really. So just being able to go to my sisters for advice and things like that, I mean, it's really helped me out. And obviously, my parents going to them for advice, they everybody has helped me out, and I appreciate them all.
Mhm. I'd also be remiss if I don't ask you, Ethan put the article out about you and JJ, which is awesome. By the way, have you seen the movie Love and Basketball?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So everyone has made that reference. And I was like, well, I wonder if she's seen it. It's a great movie.
Yes, yes.
But also having him as a support system too, because he's going through the same thing that you were going through.
Yes, I mean, he has helped me out a lot. Just because whenever I narrowed it down to five, and I was like stressed because all of these great schools have all of these great positives and things like that. So, he told me, he was like, just go like where your heart is telling you to go, and don't worry about anything else. Just worry about what is going to help you, like what school is going to help you, achieve your dreams and things like that. So he helped me out a lot, and he made me calm down sometimes. There was a couple, nights where I would be stressing and things like that, and he always calmed me down. So
It's great to have that kind of support around you and all those different kind of aspects, because I'm sure each conversation with every single one of those people were different, and they gave you a different piece of advice that you could take to heart with you.
yes, it was every school had all types of great things about them, and I mean, it was a really hard decision, but I just had to pray, and I just felt like Arkansas is where God wanted me to go. So
Where do you see your role becoming when you get to the Hill and you play for Coach Music?
really, I mean, I'll do whatever she wants me to do. I just want to win. I want to bring some wins to Arkansas women's basketball, and just whatever she needs me to do. I'm gonna play hard on both ends of the court. I can, get defensive stops, get rebounds, post up small guards, shoot the three, take somebody off the dribble, just whatever she needs me to do, I'm gonna do.
For you to be an in-state player, to stay at home and play for them, what would it mean to you to kind of help be one of the players that gets it going and turns things around for Arkansas and Coach Music?
I mean, it would mean everything. I love like being the underdog and things like that. And, you know, we're, I mean, next year, I mean, we're for sure going to be the underdogs. But, it's only up from here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I think we're going to bring some wins and we're going to, catch some eyes next year. So I'm really excited.
Your game specifically, where are you focused right now to continue to elevate and get better?
I would say being more efficient. I feel like that's been a big thing that I've been focused on. I hit a lot of shots, but sometimes behind the three, I can, um, what's the word I'm looking for? I can just not get out of rhythm. Sometimes I just miss too much, in my opinion. I hold myself to a high standard. So, I want to hit as many shots as I can. And just being more efficient, I feel like that's what I need to work on. And just getting better in every aspect of my game. Just, shooting wise, ball handling, coming off the screens better. Sometimes I can, go a little wide. So just really everything. I just want to get better. That's what I want to do. So
What's the feeling you get when you take the court every night for a game?
um the feeling I whenever I go out on the court, I like, this might sound weird, but I try to make myself like mad. Like I go out on the court like wanting to prove a point and um just I just keep a lot of things in the back of my mind to, make me go harder and prove a point to others and, just whatever is needed to get the win. So
Once again, it was a pleasure to sit down with Whitley Rogers just to get to know her a little bit off the court, learn more about her family and just how fun it is to come from a basketball family and the sport that they love so much. Her career nowhere near over. I'm really excited to see what she does when she gets to Arkansas and helps pave the way for what Kelsey Music is building on the hill. Thank you so much for joining us and watching this week's Courtside Chats. If you missed any of our other ones, I encourage you to go back and watch some of those, and we'll see you next time here on Varsity Vibe. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to follow along on our social media platforms. That is Instagram, X, TikTok, and Facebook. Sign up for the newsletter as well at varsityvibearkansas.com. I'll see you next time.